What's happening, Total Fitness Bodybuilders? It is your muscle building coach, Lee Hayward, back again with another Ask Lee video Q&A. Now, you can probably tell in my voice that I'm a bit stuffed up. I haven't made a whole lot of YouTube videos over the last week or so because I've been, stuffed up with a head cold and a sinus infection and basically feeling like a bag of crap. And it's no fun to be getting on camera making YouTube videos when you're coughing and snotting and sneezing and all that kind of stuff. But thankfully, I'm on the mend, feeling much better. Still not 100%, but feeling better and good enough to throw on the camera and shoot an Ask Lee video Q&A. So that's exactly what we're going to do right now. And today's question comes from Jeffrey. And Jeffrey is a member of the Total Fitness Bodybuilding Inner Circle Coaching Club. And he's asking, Lee, how do you press with your chest when doing a bench press? It says, I retract my shoulder, squeeze my shoulder blades together, stick my chest out, but I still can't build up my pecs. Alright, you're not alone with this one, Jeffrey, because there's a lot of people who have problems feeling their chest working when doing the bench press. The bench press, even though it's more often than not, when you look at a written chest workout, day one, Monday, chest, first exercise, bench press. I'd say 75% or more of the workout programs that you will ever see have that as a common denominator. Monday's day one, Monday's chest day, and by golly, you're going to start your chest workout with the bench press because that's when you're fresh and you're full of energy, and chances are you're probably going to be able to lift the most weight when you do that as your very first exercise of the week. That's just the way it is, but it's not necessarily the best workout program for building muscle and actually building a bigger chest. It's just a way to help bench press more weight. And of course, where the bench press is that ego exercise where everybody, how much can you bench? That's why they focus on the bench press. But I personally don't feel the bench press to be the best chest building exercise. When I think of my chest workouts, I don't get the best pump in my chest from bench presses. I get a far better pump in my pecs when I do other chest exercises. Just kind of thinking about it, like pec deck flies. That's one move that when I do that exercise, I get an instant pump in the pecs. Chest presses, and what I mean by chest presses is like these chest press machines, either the hammer strength machine or like a seated plate loaded chest press machine. I find that those machines, especially the ones that have the different angle handles, I very often like to use the parallel grip, and I find that really helps to pump up my pecs. That's a good one. What are some other ones? Decline bench. I very often find that I get a better pump in the chest doing a decline bench than I do using the flat barbell bench. So what you need to do is listen to your body and kind of experiment and see what chest exercises give you the best pump in the chest. And if it's not the flat barbell bench press, then you don't need to do flat barbell bench press. That's not a must-do exercise. It's not like, hey, you have to bench press in order to build a big chest. It doesn't work that way. What I want you to do is experiment and see what exercises give you the best pump, give you the most mind-muscle connection, so that when you're actually training your chest, you can feel it working, feel it pumping, because that is important. When you can actually feel a muscle working, stretching, contracting, and actually feel blood being pumped into the muscle, that is a good sign that, hey, what you're doing is actually working. You're actually isolating and targeting that muscle. So, I know some people say, hey, the pump's not important. It's just a matter of constantly, increasing the weight and progressive overload. But I believe that it all is important. Progressive overload, yeah, that's definitely important. But it's also important to be able to feel and isolate and get a pump in the muscle as well. So if a particular exercise is not giving you that mind-muscle connection, is not giving you the pump that you want, maybe it's not the best exercise for you at this time. So find another exercise to do instead. So some suggestions for pumping up your chest. Push-ups. Push-ups are a fantastic chest exercise. A lot of people don't place a lot of emphasis on push-ups, but in my case, whenever I do a set of push-ups, I get a crazy pump in the chest, and I love doing push-ups. I mean, if you want to make them more challenging, you could have a training partner add resistance. I mean, all you have to do if you want to add resistance to a push-up, and it works really well, is get a training partner to straddle your back while you're doing push-ups and just place their hands on your shoulder blades and add manual resistance while you're doing your push-ups. And it works really good because they can add just enough resistance so that you can work to exhaustion. So I mean, like, they could start off adding a lot of resistance and you know really force it out for the first few reps. Then as you fatigue, they can lighten up on the resistance so that you can get another few reps. And they can keep going until they actually stop adding resistance altogether, and you just rep out to failure then with your body weight. But I mean, resistance push-ups or weighted push-ups, whatever you want to call it, a fantastic chest exercise. And I think most people will probably get a better pump doing weighted push-ups than they'll ever get when doing bench presses. So that's a suggestion you might want to look into. Other ones that work well, again, the chest press that I mentioned, the decline bench, maybe even try incline bench. See what works best for you, your body type. Chest press machines, pec deck, those are all good options to help pre-exhaust your chest, to get the blood pumping and get the muscles working initially. I mean, once you've done that, then at the end of your workout, if you want to throw in some bench presses or some other exercises afterwards, you can probably do those at the end of your workout and get more benefit from them because your chest is already pre-exhausted beforehand. But again, don't feel that you have to start your chest workout with bench press because, you know, 9 out of 10 chest workouts are Monday, day 1, chest, exercise 1, bench press. You don't have to do that. You can listen to your body and adjust your workouts according to what works best for you. Give that a try, and if you have any questions, comments, feedback, or suggestions, I mean, hey, for those of you watching this, if you have any special chest exercise that you feel works really good, please post it in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your feedback on this subject. And in the meantime, stay tuned for my next training video or Q&A video or whatever the heck I'm going to post next. Stay tuned for my next video. Subscribe to the Total Fitness Bodybuilding YouTube channel if you haven't already done so. And have yourself an awesome day. Take care. Over and out.